Hey folks, Mark Devine here with Mark's Daily Brief. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I'm getting near the end of this series on the Unbuilt Mind Operating System, where we're investigating the core, the curiosity, the commitment, the challenge, the courage, the community, the competence, and the capacity that comes when you engage in vertical character development, focusing on your potential, performance, connection, and service. Wow, what a mouthful. And we've covered a lot of territory, and you can see if you listen to all these that it's really powerful philosophy, this philosophy of mastering ourselves in service to others, and it takes some work, and there's some nuance to it. But once you begin, you pick up steam, and there's no going back, right? The only way to mastery is forward, and it becomes a lifelong practice. And there is no there. There's no top of the mountain. We talk about the 5 mountains of physical, mental, emotional, intuitional, and spiritual, and there is no peak or summit to those mountains. The closer you get, the more you realize that every summit you think you saw is a false summit, because we have ever-increasing, expanding capacity as human beings, and it's virtually limitless. And so once we get there and we learn to empty our cup every day, then our capacity becomes vast, and we become humbler and humbler because we recognize that we know so little about things, right, as they really are. Now, I want to talk today about confidence, because that whole lead up leads to great confidence, not confusion, because we recognize our vast potential. We recognize that we're here to grow and to serve, and it gives us confidence once we set upon that path, both of mastery and service, that we are on the right path. The world is going to support us. Our team's going to support us. We're going to support the team, and we're going to support the world in return. And that we create the conditions for success in our mind first, in our whole mind. We're winning our whole mind first, and then we go out and we take action, and then we receive feedback, and then we shift fire and we move forward. Day by day, relentlessly, persistently, and patiently. Day by day, in every way, we get stronger and better and develop more capacity, which leads to great confidence. But the confidence is not born on what other people think of us, on other people's opinions, or how many likes you have on Facebook or Twitter. It has nothing to do with any of that. It all has to do with you recognizing who you are, what's your true nature. And your true nature, if you do this work that we're talking about here, the fundamental mind, is not your identity, your ego structures, your degrees, your cars, your houses, your bank account, or what people think about you and how big your social media following is. It's none of that. The depth of understanding of who you are stems from your witnessing and connecting to that witnessing self, which is just vast and eternal and powerful. So first, acknowledging that you are not your thoughts and you are not your things gives you great confidence, because you recognize that you are much more than that. And then you can then begin to ask, what am I actually in control of? And you recognize that you're not in control of anything outside of you. You're not in control of what other people think or say about you. You're not in control really of your bank account, because someone may take that from you or may disappear someday, etc., etc. What you can control is your inner domain. You can control your breath. You can control the quality of the content of your mind. You can control your connection to the context and being mindfully aware. You can control your access to your whole mind, so you're not shutting down the wisdom of your heart and the intuition of your gut. So you can control those things, and that gives you great confidence, because now what's inside your skin is under your control, but what's outside isn't, so you just let it go. And you stop trying to control the world. And that brings you greater confidence too. And then you begin to ask the question, why? Why is this happening? Why am I doing this? So in a sense, confidence then is structured on those other things I've talked about, now brings you to that present moment awareness of why something is happening or why something needs to be done. And you become very, very careful with the decisions you make and with the words you use. Because most often, you can't answer a good question why, so it's good to keep your mouth shut. And if you do know why, you can recognize the lesson or the learning or what's happening here. Right? Why is this happening to us, and why is it happening to you? And then you can ask, what am I going to do about this? Right? If I've got this lesson coming in because I'm very clear why this is happening or why I'm taking a certain action, then you can decide more discreetly what specific action is more relevant or going to have the most impact. And then you take that action and you put your skills to use to see how it goes and to shift fire, to iterate from there. So you'll always be able to ask, what do I do now? Why is this happening? What can I learn from this? Because you're in control of the things that you know you can control, and you let go of control of everything else. And all this is grounded in the deep-seated understanding of who you really are, which is not all of those things outside there, which we always, most people seek feedback or to hang their hat on. That's unbeatable mind. That's true confidence. That's true confidence. So let's go ahead and develop true confidence. Think about these words, journal, reflect upon who you really are and what you can do about it right now. Next time, we'll hit the last of these series and talk about compassion. Stay focused. Divine out.